Welcome to Ellam, Inba, Mayam.
Padma Vibhushan Sangeeta Kalanidhi Dr. Tirumadi MLV Vasanthakumari. It is my privilege to be able to talk about this great artist, one of the greatest artists to have ever walked on Indian soil. What a vocalist, what a human being, what a musician, what intellect, what facility, what imagination. Okay, and what a heart. I was introduced to her music through 278 RPMs. One was Pakkal and Ilabadi, released by Columbia, and the other also released by Columbia, which was a movie song Ellam in Mayam. I mean, to think that Ellam in Mayam she actually sang when she was possibly, it was released in, Mani Megale was released in 51. Madam was born in 28. She would have been in her early 20s. Listen to that voice and facility and that mind. It is that of a seasoned, very mature artist in her 40s or 50s. MLV Amma once told me, when it was the age of prodigies, she said, I don't approve of prodigies hitting the stage so very soon. We were also prodigies, but we were not allowed on stage. If we wanted to sing, my parents would scold us. She had that way of speaking. And then in 1969, I heard her full kachiri in Jamshedpur, and she sang Ragam-Tanam-Pallavi in the Ragam-Tanam-Pallavi. Now, in the 78 RPM, those lightning brigas come for a few seconds. Here they came in cascades and cascades and cascades and cascades like a series of avalanches. I was spellbound. I could not believe it that some human being can sing like this. MLV Vasanthakumari Amma was something out of this world. Then, of course, she went through a lot of difficulties, unfortunately, in life, and then I got to know her personally. One is because I was with the ITC SRA. We had the privilege of organizing many concerts of hers. And she was also in Rishi Valley School, as everybody knows. And my parents, after some years of her joining, came there as doctors. So then the relationship grew a little more personal. So my parents used to attend to her needs, very often. And so I got to know her even more deeply in terms of her musical thinking. I mean, she was a vidushi. She was a musicologist. And then, I remember one concert I had arranged of hers. It was a series I did in Chennai on Vagyakaras. And naturally, MLV Amma has to present Purandaradasa. In that, she did a Pallavi in Sri Ranjini. And the Pallavi was set to a complex Jhampatana. It went like this. So, the Laghu in Tisram and the Dhrutam in Chauka Chatusram. And the Edipu was, and she went through the whole works. So then I think that evening or the next morning, I asked Tirumadi Kanyakumari, who was her accompanist, how many months did it take her to compose this and rehearse it? She said, Akka composed this the previous night on the train journey from Bangalore to Chennai. That was MLV Vasanthakumari. Sometime few months or maybe a year before her unfortunate and untimely passing away, she came to Calcutta for some help, which unfortunately was not provided in her time of need. And then she told me all the troubles that were going through her in her life. And I had the privilege again of, taking her around Calcutta to all the friends she wanted to meet. And she had a severe backache and that back. But I could see the spirit with which she was, carrying herself around. And we went to, I think, Shri Krishnayar's house in Calcutta. And then we went to Girija Devi's house. And she was staying with the Malvika Kanan and Ekananji. But the next morning she left and I never saw her again because on 31st October 1990, I suddenly saw on television a priceless gem leaves us. That was a sad moment. Sad moment. So MLV Amma, the whole world misses you, but your music carries on. It lives through its legacy that you have created through your stellar students. And thank God for so many recordings that are available of you, of your music, that will forever live on, forever inspire and teach younger musicians in how to perform and how to be a musician. Namaskaram, wherever you are. MLV Amma.
Num dattaga, num dattaga, num dadaga, num tum dadaga, num tum tagarum da, tum tagarum dadaga, num tum dadaga, num tum danum, aganum dadaganum da, aganum tum da, aganum tum dadaganum dadaga, tagadum tum da, taganum danum tum da.